Okay, you need to check your firing order in your spark plug wires. You need to make sure you're all dialed in the right way. So what you want to do is pull the distributor cap and then rotate your engine until the notch in the pulley is lined up with the center crack in your crankcase here, and your rotor is pointed to the number 1 spark plug wire right here. So the rotor is pointed to the number 1 spark plug wire. And then you never want to assume anything, so you go ahead, and the right way to verify this is you pull the valve cover on the 1 and 2 side of the engine, and then you turn the engine over back and forth just like this, or have someone do it for you while you're looking at the rocker arms. And both the intake and exhaust on the number 1 cylinder should be absolutely steady and should not be moving at all. If either one of them is moving on the intake or exhaust, then you're not on number 1. So verify you're on number 1 that way, and then adjust the valves at the same time, both intake and exhaust on the number 1 cylinder. Your notch is lined up, your rotor's pointing at the number 1 plug wire. Okay, now you're set. You know where you're at now. So then you're going to rotate the engine counterclockwise a half a turn, and then make sure the rotor is pointing at the number 2 plug wire. Okay, and then you're going to adjust that valve, both intake and exhaust, and then you are going to change your valve cover gasket, put your valve cover back on, and then you're going to rotate the engine a half a turn, 180 degrees, counterclockwise again. And then you're going to be on the number 3 cylinder, and go ahead and verify your rotor is pointing at the number 3 spark plug wire, because you could have wires crossed. And then you want to go ahead and adjust number 3, both intake and exhaust at the same time. And then lastly, you're going to rotate it again counterclockwise 180 degrees, and then the rotor's pointing at the number 4 spark plug wire. Going to adjust that one, put on new valve cover gaskets, and you should be all set. All right, well, leave me a comment, follow, let me know what you think. Let me know if you have any comments.